on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd. A mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium with over 101,000 fans in place is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's changing the play. 2nd down, going to throw it. Caught, it's Gordon. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Piles his way ahead. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. On the run, it's Bishop. Picked up maybe 3 on the point. 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Handoff again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Big Orange churning out those 1st downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He's going to run it. Gets the 1st himself. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Run in the red zone. It's Beal. Can't get him to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Looking for room. It's Bishop. Could be, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The extra point here would tie the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he added the extra point. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. So here comes the Auburn offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the draw, it's Cobb. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Drives inside. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
second of 3 timeouts. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Volunteers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Morris. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Snags it in, and into the end zone. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
From deep, it's Kane. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Here's a give to Washington. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The noise reverses. turned into a disaster.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They'll run it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's second and 7. Making the adjustment. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wants to go up top on second down. Right side, it's Gordon. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. Gets the back moving. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Push it ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position, almost in field goal position right off the jump. This is a big...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Bishop. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick give, it's Cobb. On the move is the 30. He's loose. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Now the Tigers will spend their third and final timeout. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. First play of this drive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeps it moving, it's Cobb. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Defense in press coverage. Run in the red zone, it's Washington. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Burrowing for yardage. knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to
send it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball.
Looking for a deep man. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Making the adjustment on the play. Needs it here on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio.
Number 97, Celtic kicking away.
Deep in the end zone, it's Kane. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
From line, it's Cobb. He breaks a tackle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Second down to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Rolls right. Rolling right and going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Second down, gonna throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And those are the ones that are a little bit frustrating because those slants, man, you want to put it on him and get some yards after the catch and really keep the defense honest. But when you drop it, puts you behind the sticks, and it just frustrates your quarterback.
From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Bishop. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Vols in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On second and goal, they go right back to it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They've already converted 1 4th down on this drive, but this the defining one. 4th and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Right side, it's Singleton. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Brown wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Changing the routes with his receivers. On the run, it's Bishop.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Got it behind the line. It's Staley. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Touchdown ball! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Running up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Brown will throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes a hit as he fires. Between the hashes, it's Nimrod. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Aubie. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Look out! Gets rid of it.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Auburn! And you can smell that upset brewing as the confidence grows as they have taken the lead. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Finds a crease, it's Bishop. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Trying to slip through and pick it up. There he goes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Based on what we've seen,
This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
and he's coming out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Keeps it. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Got it, looking for a first. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Ball popped out. This could change things. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. To the defense, it was opportunistic. To the offense, it was catastrophic. A blown opportunity to score and take the lead.
Man, it's been a physical ball game, and I think you're starting to see the wear and tear on some of these ball carriers for this offense. They just don't seem like they've got the same ball security and the same desire to hold on and squeeze the football. I think at this point of the game, the defense better conditioned, and they just want it more.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Grabbed behind the line, it's Staley. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Second and long here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They want to run it left here. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
And the missed connection on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Looking left. Still running at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Pulled to the ground. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Using his legs, it's Bishop. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Still looking to his right. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Brown wants to pass. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Comes down, it's Cobb. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Brown will throw it. Under pressure. Avoids the pressure and gets away. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Drops back on first down. Rushes on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabs it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot.
All right, wait a minute here. They are going to send out the field goal unit and take what they hope is the sure points. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Saturday in October. A simple name in a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. Now we get to see who will use it. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Aubie.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me he understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking for a crease. It's Bishop. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Hits the afterburners. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You've got to accomplish the mission.
It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Catch in the middle. It's Staley. Breaks into the... Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll throw it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown ball. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's past the marker. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history. has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Throwing Russell. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Cuts it upfield. It's Hill. Defense all over him.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to establish the run. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it to the right. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. He past the sticks. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The run inside. It's Bishop. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. In the backfield, it's Gordon. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right side, it's Bishop. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll run it. It's Bishop. There's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going. Want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Russell. Rush right in his face. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Now here's Russell. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Hits the hole, it's Bishop. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Smith. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. He's changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his target. At the 40, there he goes. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wants to throw one first. They'll run the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Direct snap. It's Bishop. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throwing Russell. Escapes the pressure going right. Going to try to get it himself. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Keelan Russell. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. just gets rid of that one.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the move, it's Bishop. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running inside, it's Hill. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Second and long here. Left side is Cartwright. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick completion on the out. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Here we go. Ready. Switch it. Ready, go.
Looking for space. It's Bishop. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. They were all over it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Russell can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Russell from the gun on third down. Got his man. Turning it on. The 20. Inside. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Runs through a tackle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Vols will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught on the RPO. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
To the back. Stopped right there.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up, and the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, we're trying to break the tie. You've got this golden opportunity in the red zone here in the second half, but you've got to hold on to the football, and that's a play that is going to haunt him for a long time to come.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on, and his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. They're all over it. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism.
There he goes! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. On the run, it's Bishop. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Making the adjustment.
Return. Western. Go.
From the red zone, it's Gordon. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Right at the line. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. That one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Russell. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Dropping back, it's Russell. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Hits inside, it's Hill. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
And they'll they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Makes his man miss. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Quarterback changing the play. Rides to the back. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. To work with a first down in the final period. Right side, it's Jackson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. Enough to move the chains. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Keelan Russell. Left side is Edwards. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Hand it to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close saw that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes, but good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
Russell. Back's got it on the screen. Delivers the stiff arm. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still looking. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Throwing Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. On the move and looking. Slings it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open, and he's shown the ability.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. That's going to be a safety, and you want to talk about screwing up a turnover. He just did. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Trying to get started. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
So here is the Tennessee offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back up by 2 scores. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
129.
Just feeds the running back. Shakes off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock, I like the decision by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keelan Russell. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Second and long here. Back to throw, it's Russell. Look out! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Second down, going to throw it. Under pressure. Turns it upfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback going straight.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Again, it's Russell. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Russell. Rushes on. Avoids pressure on the right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Again, it's Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned back the tide to lay claim to this rivalry once again. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.